Hi, my loves. Welcome back to Paradigm Shift Tarot. This is Devrupa. I'm an astrologer, also a tarot reader. In this channel, we discuss astrology and tarot readings. We do sometimes. So, today's aspect will be about your future spouse, obviously, because many people wanted to know that whether their spouse will be beautiful or not. But you need to know something, that you're marrying the person because they're beautiful, right? And by saying the word beautiful, I don't mean it in an offensive way. I just want to say that everyone is beautiful in their own way, and the only reason that I'm doing the video, so that if anyone asks you something like that, you could even answer, and also you could see it from your chart whether it is true or not. Okay, so the one of the important thing that you need to see in your horoscope is your first, seventh, second and eighth house for understanding your spouse, whether they will be pretty or not. So you might be thinking, why is Devrupa saying second and eighth house? See, I feel like second house also deals with your face somehow, and so seventh house is the first house for your spouse. So seventh, second from seventh is eighth. So the same way, eighth house is the house of your spouse's face. So that way it just relates. One more thing, by saying beautiful, I am not saying someone will be like Angelina Jolie or some celebrity or like that. They will be pretty in their own way, just like we all are. And also one other thing that I wanted to say is, being pretty or beautiful is not depending on your skin color or how you look or your figure. It's more about a thing that you feel from inside, and to see something beautiful you need beautiful eyes to see it. Okay, so it's eyes that decide something or someone is beautiful or not. So I just wanted to clarify before making any controversies over in YouTube or in digital media. I myself support people who are more in the natural side of the beauty, but also people who does plastic surgery and does a lot of things to their selves is also considerably fine with. I'm also considerably fine with it, because see, you should be satisfied at the end of the day with your looks. It's not about what people say, that you got this plastic surgery, now you are not pretty. It's not about that. It's just about who you want to be and how you look, how you feel when you stand in front of that mirror and you talk to yourself. If you do, you feel pretty. If you do, then you are pretty. So self-satisfaction is very important to be beautiful at the first place. So let's talk about whether your spouse will be beautiful or not. Let's hop right into it. Yeah, so first thing you have to say is the first house, seventh house, and also the nakshatra placement, the second house, and then the eighth house. Okay, so one of the key things that you can understand is, if you have a Venus in your seventh house or in your first house aspecting the seventh house, there are chances that your wife or your husband will be pretty. Also in a men's chart, Venus signifies your wife. So let's say if your Venus is in Chitra Nakshatra or say Rohini Nakshatra, okay, or your moon is in Rohini Nakshatra, and moon is your seventh lord, okay, there are chances that your spouse will be beautiful. So let me explain it more. Suppose you are an Aries ascendant, okay, and your seventh house falls into Libra, and Libra's ruler is Venus. So if Venus is the lord of seventh house, and if Venus is in good dignity, or Venus is in your first, second or eighth house, in Taurus it is like it is in its own house. So if it is there and it is respecting your eighth house, there are chances that your wife or your husband will be very pretty. And you have to also see the placement, like the nakshatra placement of it, because Chitra, one of the important thing that I have seen, if your seventh lord is in Chitra Nakshatra, then your wife or your husband will have the prettiest like eyes and etc. And if Venus is your seventh lord, obviously in case of females, but if you're a male watching this and you know your Venus and Venus is in Chitra Nakshatra, because Venus is your wife in your chart, so for a male person, Venus in Chitra Nakshatra will guarantee you with someone who is very like pretty and who has a very like dreamy eyes, someone who looks like how Chitra is. Chitra literally means painting in English. So someone whose face is more like painted. How in Hindu culture we have the Dev Devis and they're all painted. So someone who looks like that. Okay. Also, your seventh lord in Rohini Nakshatra could give you a very beautiful looking spouse. Even in Purva Falguni Nakshatra. Okay. I have seen quite a many people who look very pretty. Okay. Like their wife and their husbands are very like handsome and prettier side. Also, one other thing is that like if you're Capricorn ascendant and your seventh lord is moon is exalted and moon is sitting in Taurus sign, or let's say it is in your first house or seventh house, moon plays an important role in case of your spouse's beauty. Also, if your Darakarka is placed in Chitra Nakshatra and Rohini Nakshatra, it could guarantee you with a very beautiful wife. And let's say if you have a placement of Venus or moon in your 8th house, okay, so you will say, oh, 8th house Venus is not good. Until and unless there are some malefic effects, Venus in 8th house does give you a very beautiful looking spouse, and it also makes you beautiful because 2nd house is your face. So the aspect from 8th house to 2nd house does give you like a pretty face, because again if it is in Scorpio, if moon is in Scorpio, there might be some problems, but yeah, it does. If you're a Aries ascendant and a Scorpio moon you have, then there could be some problems related to your mother's health and etc. But yeah, overall you have a very like the round shaped round eyes, and how moon is very sensitive and seductive. So these are the things like 1st, 7th, 2nd and 8th. So wherever your Venus will be placed, if your Venus is placed in any of these houses, it actually guarantees Venus or like moon. If you have a Venus moon conjunction in your 2nd house or your 7th house or in your 1st house, that gives beauty to you and to your spouse at the same time. But then you have to take other things in consideration, whether Venus is in good dignity or not, whether they are in the right nakshatra placement or not. But overall, Venus in a Taurus in Rohini Nakshatra, or your moon in Taurus in Rohini Nakshatra with as your 7th lord, so it will actually give you a very pretty looking spouse. Another thing is important is the 1st house and the malefics. Okay, so let's say if you have like Rahu does give a very beautiful look sometimes, and a very unconventional look. So if you have Rahu in the 1st and 2nd axis, yeah, there could be problems. Yes, there could be problems like pimples and PCOD and all of that. But if Rahu isn't like it's with its suppose Rahu is in Capricorn and Rahu is conjuncted with its however, Rahu in Capricorn is not a good placement. I'm just giving an example. Let's say if you have a Rahu Venus conjunction in your 7th house, it could give you many many relationships, and all of your relationships, the girlfriends you might have are pretty. Okay, so yeah, this is a problem. But then you do have you do get girls or boys who are more in the prettier side but promiscuous, and also there could be some problems in your marriage. But Rahu does donate also. It gives a very foreign spouse sometimes, or a spouse who has a very unconventional way of dressing themselves up, an unconventional way of thinking. Also, as I said, the nakshatra placements and everything, you have to see your Darakarka. If you are a female watching this, you have to see your Jupiter's nakshatra. If you are a male watching this, you have to see your Venus's nakshatra. And also, if you have your 7th lord and Darakarka, make an assumption of it. See your Navamsha. Okay, Navamsha plays an important role. Where is the 7th lord is going in Navamsha? So let's say if your 7th lord is not in a good position in your birth chart, but it is in a good position or in the nakshatras that I have mentioned just now, Rohini, or say or let's say Purva Falguni or Chitra, if they are in those nakshatras in the other Navamsha chart, this could actually give you a very beautiful looking spouse. One other thing, if your seventh lord is Venus, that does give you a very pretty looking spouse sometimes, even though if Venus is not placed there. And if Venus is in its own nakshatra, say Bharani, then Purva Falguni, Purva Shada. So if those are the placements where your Venus is placed nakshatra wise, that could also give you a very pretty looking spouse. So this was my analysis on beautiful looking spouse. And for more, okay, I can give you one example. Is I have seen a chart where the person is an Aries ascendant and they have Venus as their seventh lord, and Venus is placed in the Lagna. So similar way, this the Lagna, the seventh lord sitting in Lagna is aspecting the seventh house. So that way it does donate you with a very beautiful looking spouse. Also, I do have a friend who has a moon in Chitra Nakshatra, and she's very pretty, and coincidentally she got married to a guy who had his Darakarka on the nakshatra of Chitra, and she is very pretty, though she has a little bit of crooked teeth, but she is very pretty. Okay, so yeah, seeing second Venus in second house, seeing Venus in 8th house, seeing moon in second house, in 8th house in good dignity, or in the first 7th axis, whenever you see something like that, you can understand that your spouse is gonna be pretty. Okay, of course, now if it is your 7th lord, that also matters. If your 7th lord is conjuncted with Venus in Venus's nakshatra, that also give you a very beautiful looking spouse. So this was my analysis. I hope you'll have liked it, and if you have liked it, don't forget to subscribe and comment down below your queries. I'll try to answer as much as I can. And till then, take care. Bye.